allegations swarming around that Chrisean is back at her home. See how people are swarming around with rumors they don't hear from Chrisean so that they make up their own analysis on what the situation is. Allegations swarming around that Chrisean is back at her home. See how people are swarming around with rumors they don't hear from Chrisean so that they make up their own analysis on what the situation is, and then they present it to the public. Now, this infamous picture that could have been an old picture of Chrisean that she posted a while ago, or she posted it, it's new. But just because we seen fingers in the picture holding a blunt, we want to assume that it's either ksuave or Blueface being out, perhaps on house arrest, because if he's out, that's the only way, in my opinion, because he had to serve a sentence until the summertime, and early release I don't think is in the picture for him, because he has other charges that he has to face when he gets out of the California jail. When he gets released out of there, he has to turn himself in and see what is going to happen with the case that he has in Nevada. It sounds to me like ksuave just released a new song, like a heartbreak, and it seems to be that he is referring, in my opinion, to Chrisean Rock. It was never serious. So I'm going to let you guys check it out and you decide for yourself.
The first day I met you, I knew it wouldn't last. How you got so much dirt on my name, baby, that's the past. Try to do your best to keep up with me, I'm in a fast lane. I just put a spell all over her heart, she don't even feel pain.
So where it stands with me is that we have to wait until Chrisean announces what is going on currently with Chrisean. We cannot go on a photo that could be an old photo. We cannot go on a finger or fingers or a hand that we see in the photo, and we can't run with the narrative that it's either ksuave or Blueface. We have to wait to further notice until one of these people involved in the conversation, ksuave, Blueface, or Chrisean Rock, they announce themselves the situation. Only thing that I know that was put out on social media recently, as of yesterday, was ksuave. It sounded, in my opinion, as a heartbreak video, aka rap song, and I think that he was referring, in my opinion, to Chrisean. It also looked as if it was Chrisean on the ground when the Popo were arresting her from the past, when she had allegedly stole Blueface's car and ran off and got caught with alleged narcotics and so forth, and they arrested her on the scene, and he put that in his music video. That's what it looks like from what I see, that was Chrisean on the ground. But until further notice, we can't keep running with the narrative that they are back together, ksuave. We can't run with the narrative that she is at the house. Also, with, on the other hand, people are saying with Blueface at her house. We got to sometimes make common sense out of stuff that is not adding up. One being her going back to a house, and especially people on the side of saying that maybe Chrisean is back with Blueface, which we all thought that Chrisean was already back with Blueface and working things out. But we can't run with the narrative that Chrisean is back at her house and Blueface is there at the house. Sometimes we have to do devil's advocate, and we also have to be great thinkers and say, well, okay, but why would Chrisean take Blueface, or Blueface want to go to Chrisean's house, knowing that if he is in fact out, he's probably, in my opinion, most likely out on house arrest. And I don't think that they would let him be at Chrisean's house. I don't think he would allow himself to be at Chrisean's house, because he doesn't want to associate himself with any type of police activity that might come to that house in regards to allegations of warrants that Chrisean may have had from the past or the present time, because it could, I'm not sure, I'm just giving you my thoughts, my opinion, it could jeopardize his probation. It might affect it. So I don't think that if Chrisean and Blueface are actively together in the flesh and Blueface is out, and I would think it would be on house arrest, not early release from California jail, they would not probably choose Chrisean's house to go to right now. And I just want to say in her defense, she's laying low key, and that is okay. Things over her head, in my opinion, a lot of things that she has to deal with. And I just feel like people capping on social media. She is a human. Also, beside the social media influencer that makes her bag online, but to get on to social media and hear people capping and making up misinformation on commentary videos can be very discouraging, because she's already going through enough now, and it just adds fuel to the fire, also adds frustration, I'm quite sure, because it's not accurate information. And if this information does come available, you guys can provide me through my DM on IG this information, and I will do my due diligence, and I will definitely let you know if it in fact checks out or not. But we're not going to run with the narrative on this channel that because we see photos and hands and fingers that these are alleged Blueface or ksuave. We're not going to make things up that don't exist. We're not going to guess, and we're not going to get social media and the algorithm into a frenzy, because I get it. We're trying to keep Chrisean relevant, and that's a good thing. And she's trying to keep herself relevant too. I'm going to say again, I feel as though she was capping. I really feel as though she was capping in this video, had us all going, and I could be not telling what it is. It might not be capping, but sometimes social media influencers put up older pictures. I don't know if they do it to reminisce or just to put them up to send out a message without verbally saying something. And I think that Chrisean Rock is doing a smart thing with all of what's over her head, not to pretty much go live on her main channel. She's been doing a lot of stuff on Snapchat because people don't follow her there, and she doesn't have to probably worry about all of the rumors that are swarming around, what's going on in her current life, try to debunk or make up mass confusion. So she stays on, other platforms, and she makes appearances there, and she keeps it moving. But again, until further notice of Chrisean Rock or Blueface or ksuave, he has a right, because his name has been asserted into these allegations. She has the right to do what she does and not have to explain herself to anyone why she's doing what she's doing. And if she wants to announce her situation or her relations with ksuave or Blueface, if they even exist, then at that time, that's when we will present the information, and we will accurately present what is being said and not the rumors of the messengers.